Hello there, Dr. Dorothy with Fireside Chat. Last time I talked to you about A Million Little Miracles and how much I loved that book. And I'm planning a lunch experience as a gift to give back to the community. Yesterday morning I got up and it was an early morning miracle. As I went into the den on my way to the kitchen to make coffee like I always do, as I walked by the front window, there was this fluttering and carrying on in the windows, behind the blind. And I looked over there, and there was this beautiful little bird there. And he was trapped. I don't know when he got there. He must have flown in the night before because I had not seen him until then. But he was frightened, and he was trying to get out, and he was trying to find a way out. And of course, he kept trying to go to the window, thinking that he could escape that way. But he kept hitting the window, and he was fluttering around and just petrified. So I went over there, and I started trying to talk to the bird in a very gentle tone, telling it that it was going to be okay. I was going to help it to find freedom. So it kept, when I would start to reach in there, it kept fluttering, and my concern is that if I move the blind very much at all, it may fly out of there and then it'd be loose in the house, and I wasn't sure how I was going to help it. So I went on in there, I made the coffee. I'd already talked softly to it and told it was going to be okay and I was going to help it. And when I went back, it was still frightened, but I got a very soft cloth, and I began to speak kindly to it, to reassure it, and just calm it down. And when it would flutter, I would just speak softly and calm it down. And with that soft cloth that I moved it over toward kind of the corner of the window, and with a soft cloth I gently picked it up, and it was scared. You could see by its eyes that it was frightened, but it trusted me at that point to not hurt it. And it just kind of relaxed in my hand. I took it to the front door and opened the front door and set it free. And it goes flying off into freedom where it belonged. And I thought about the analogy of how lucky we are as Americans to have our freedom. We have freedoms that many people don't enjoy around the world. A lot of Americans take it for granted because they haven't been in countries where freedom is limited, where you can't express how you feel or what you think. You could be punished for it. As some countries, you can even be put to death for it. But as a military family, we've lived in countries where that sort of freedom, the freedoms that we grow up with and we tend to take for granted, are just not there. They're not in place. Our freedom is guaranteed by our Constitution and by the vision of our founding fathers, who were brilliant in the way they put the American dream together in words and in law. And so I just want today, my lesson is something as simple as saving a little bird's life first thing in the morning. That gave me great joy. But it also caused me and gave me pause as to what that meant when that bird was set free, when I opened my hand and went flying away and was suddenly at peace and in its own environment where it belonged. So think about yourself. Who are you? Where are you? How much do you value the freedom that is just part of our individual rights in the United States of America? I remind you, value your freedom. Value the freedom of others. Respect others. Be joyful. Add value. And appreciate what it means to be an American, what it means to truly be set free.